Welcome, everybody. This is a Day Trading Options Daily Review for July 25th, 2016. I'm Scott. He's Alan. We're going to be taking a look at something a little different. We usually would like to teach and show you that you can make 10% in 10 minutes, but two of our favorite traders were trading one paper trading and one real dollar trading, and they were kind of at the same time, almost. And of course, we got slightly different results, but we just wanted to kind of show that trade and what was happening. So this is in the beginning of the day. It's Tesla, and you can see it's come out of what I call the no man's zone or the risk zone. And that's usually one clue that there might be an opportunity. So what happened, Alan?
Well, I really like it that we get reports back from people about what they're actually doing, and they are posting their results in the Facebook group, Waves of Profit Facebook group. And why I like that is it helps other people. And so one guy gets, and it's kind of funny because these two guys, they post fairly regularly in the group. One of them bought, and I'm just going to show you right there. Yes, right there. So you're out of the risk zone. I'm going to put on the K-band, which I normally have on. You can see that it's got good color on two different kinds. The problem here is the market's gone red. That's that black line. But they like to trade well enough, and they could see that the market is kind of a weak day. It's not like it's pushing hard one way or the other. It's kind of flip-floppy. Monday morning. Anyways, they bought it here. So I'm just going to hit the buy now button, and then we'll get to see what that looks like. And I'm going to move forward to the point that they sold. And where they sold, just making sure I have it right, is a few seconds after this point. So the blue star is there, and you can see that the market's been turning around. And so I'm going to hit the sell. So they made 13%, and they're happy. And actual dollars, I think they did better than that. But anyways, they walked away with a profit, a nice one, good paycheck. So now the funny part is that we had another trader who was buying in just when this other fellow was getting out. Now, the second trader doesn't have as much experience as the first one. And so I'm going to move forward 1 minute. And so he bought in, just like I say, when the other guy got out. And so then he got out right here. So he got in and out in a matter of, he's got the exact times here. This is what's great with working with people is
it was 48 seconds.
48 seconds. So that from the time he clicked in until the time he clicked out, 48 seconds, and he made 5% profit after commission, 5%. So here's one guy who hung on for, let's see what the computer says about that, 5 minutes roughly, and he made 13%. And then you got the new guy basically kicked his butt in a funny sense because 5% in less than a minute. But my point though is that both of them did the right thing on getting out. And that's because you're right at 9:45, and quite often the market turns. Also, we talk about the blue star, and if you started in the trade anywhere down here, this is a caution that the market is likely to turn because it's moved up a fair bit. So if we go back to see what the rest of the, what does the stock do after this? I'm going to move forward a little bit. Yep, goes up some more. Isn't that nice? And then 10 o'clock. That turmoil. We've talked about this. You'd think we've said this is all the same day, but these are different days we're showing you. That's the point about seeing habits in the market. Where was the money? Let me see. If you said anywhere in here, yes, but in this side is sideways. You're not really making money. And you can see that in the black line, it's going down. So this stock wants to go up, but the market's going down. So you should be at this point where the market starts turning, you should be looking for a red stock. Are there any stocks that went red? Oh, well, maybe. What do you think? Lots of them. So we're not fighting the market because you can see here, same rules as always. I got two kinds of tint. It broke out of the risk zone. The market was running red quite nicely, the black line. You could have made some money on that. I'm not saying that was a home run, but the point is you can make a bit of money. So yeah, kudos to both traders. They both made money on the same stock. They got in at different times. One got in a little late and realized, whoa, it might be turning time, and got out. The point is, you're here to get paid. You're not here to experiment and figure stuff out. If you want to do that, great. You can always do that. But
do that with the replay and not with real money.
Yes, and I am convinced that somebody's going to use the replay in some way, combination of things that already exist with it, and develop some strategy that's the best one the planet's ever seen. I'm sure of it. Somebody will do that.
That's right.
Kudos to them for doing that work. But for those that don't want to figure it out, because it's a lot of work, you can just use the system as it is and start banking money.
That's right. Thank you, Alan. That's great. And thank you to our traders. Really appreciate you sharing your trades with us in the Facebook group, Waves of Profit. If you do a search, you'll find us. But the best thing to do is go in the description, start taking the courses, take all the courses. They're very inexpensive. You get 30 days of the replay with the course, and you can practice for yourself and see how it all works for yourself and come up with your own rules. Bottom right-hand corner is a little subscribe button. We'd appreciate it if you would subscribe, like the video, share it, let your friends know, all that sort of good stuff. And we'll see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.